use a Forstner bit to make a space so you can chuck something up between centers if the bark is in bad shape. So I've got this burl cap, okay? It's cherry burl. It's punky. The bark is soft. The back is the flat side is a little punky. And I want to put it between centers so I can put a tenon on this side because I want to turn this side, okay? So what I'm going to do, this thing's out of focus. Let's see if I can, all right. Anyway, this is the burl cap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a Forstner bit in my drill and drill a space for it. I'm going to pick a spot on my burl and drill it. So I got a quarter drill here. And this Forstner bit is just a little bit bigger than my stub center here is. So I'm going to pick a spot that I want to be centered here. Move this a little bit out of the way. And this works better if you're clamping this. But basically what you're doing is you're just trying to make a hole in your burl or your bark, okay, so you can get to the wood past the bark so that it doesn't come apart. So now I want to put my tenon on the back side, on this side here. So I get this on my center here, bring up my tailstock, and now I've got both bits are in wood, are solidly in wood. So I can then make changes like this. Some eye protection on. And I can begin to I'm already throwing bark. So I want to make my tenon about there. I'm just using a skew and a parting tool here.
He's on there tonight. He never did answer me.
What's that?
They were asking about your step drive.
It's a basic step drive. I just got it. I'm just holding it in my. So there's my tenon. It's a basic step drive. It's got a number 2 MT, and I've just stuck it in the chuck. Looks like that. Okay, this works with a spur drive or anything else. The bottom line is you need a purchase for your stub or your spur, and you can make it with a Forstner bit. Okay. So and then I can now mount this piece on the tenon I just turned in the bottom here. And because it's still centered, when I bring up my tailstock, it goes right into the hole that I made before also. So now I'm ready to turn something out of this, and it's held very securely from both sides on a tenon on the back side and with the live center here. And I can make whatever I want out of this. Anyway, that's the basic, that's the piece of the demo I wanted to show. Any questions?
Yeah.
That's great.
What's that piece of wood on your tailstock?
There you go.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This is my center, and I've shown this before. This is my center, my tenon or recess finder. So
Marley, come on. Here.
The hole is so it fits over my tailstock quill. Okay, the big hole. Muted. the small diameter is my chuck size, okay, my tenon for tenons. So that fits in there like that, okay? And the outer size is my minimum recess size. So I can eyeball it it's just sitting here in my tailstock. I can eyeball my tenon or my recess very quickly with this. And I can test a recess just by seeing if it fits in there. If it fits in there, then I've got enough room for a recess or mortise to expand my jaws into. So that's what it's for.
Good idea.
Great
Yeah, there's
tip,
some
Matt.
there's
Thanks
some
for
much
sharing.
more elaborate ones out there, and I was like, I tried a couple of them with and you know, things that were screwed into here, and I was like, you know, there's a much simpler way to do this.
That was a good tip, Matt. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Anything else?
Well, let's see. Doug, Dane, are you ready?